Hi, we are at the next tour, and this is actually the Women's War Memorial.
Women's War Memorial that was built by Senator Ellen Eswena, to remember the women of Ecuador who died because of that fight to liberate them from buying the obnoxious stark policy of the British. We built this thing to remember the women. As you get in, you witness the picture of women, how the war went, their picture, as it depicts the action at that time. So let's get it.
Now, Black Americans, women, this is for you specifically. Because we're being used to target our own men, this is the root cause of why we target our men. The slave masters used us to control our men. They control us, we control our men. Once I show you this video, once I post this video on Facebook, not another Black American female should ever send a Black American male to jail. This is the museum of the women who fought for their husbands, their brothers, their uncles, their cousins, their dads, everybody. Something we don't do, Black American women. This is to the women. This is who we are. We fight for our men. We don't fight against them. We build our men. We don't tear them down. That is not who we are. That is not our mentality. That comes from the slave masters. The way we are toward our men, that is not us. This is not who we are. This is.
And could you tell us the story of why when women go naked, like they do here, what does that symbolize?
Well, yeah, in our tradition, when it's anything that is not natural, anything that is against the will and the norms of our people, that is to show the anger that our women have, that they can even stand naked to fight against the obnoxious policy. That's when they dress this way, to show them how serious they are.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
I like this idea of these women, young women.
Exactly.
Get out of my life.
As you can
the
see.
way you're saying is, when someone is using the women, this is the root cause.
Yes.
Any misunderstanding in the home, the woman picks up a phone and says 911. The next result is no question is asked, the man must live in jail that night. Black American women, we gotta stop this. We want to be there to support our men. And I'm talking about this with a passion. In my heart, we are destroying our men. We are locking them up. The fight here was because they wanted to tag the women too with the men. The women said, no, you have tagged our men enough. As a matter of fact, you have destroyed homes. You have destroyed us. You are taking people away, captives and selling in slavery. We're not going to tag this anymore. So the women, black women, actually started the process of independence. They actually started the process, they showed the anger. So women, we're strong, we are powerful, we can chase that man that is coming to divide us, to tear us apart. We can tear that mental slavery that we still have. We can destroy the colonizing minds. Women started it. And can you see that? They got the gun, they dropped it, and stepped on it and said, white man, get out of my land. And you can see how somebody has a gun and women only have a staff.
Yes.
But they took care of business. We're strong, we can do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Come back to Ikorabasi.
Let's move forward.
Black America. This is what it is. This is the truth. We don't have the truth back in the States. We don't have the truth. Everything that has been told to us has been a lie. We are lost in a lie. It's all a lie. It's time to expose the lies. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to move on, move forward. It's time for us to start a revolution. It is.
The woman wants to keep it where it
Yep.
You try to destroy my sister, I'm going to keep you where it hurts.
You all.
And you'll never forget it.
This is why we are this is why we are being targeted.
That's the name of the women that fought.
That's why we're the target.
You like the capture this to give you explanation.
Explanation better. On all of them, you can see the same thing.
This is what really happened. Women, this is definitely for you. I mean, when I talk to us, I mean, we are so comfortable with destroying our men. That's not who we are. That's not our root. We nurture our men. We take care of our men. We don't destroy them. This is why they realized they had to use us to control the men, because they couldn't control the men without controlling us. This is the truth. This is the name of the women who lost their lives on that day for our men. Not about the trivial, petty, unnecessary things that we now are fighting and bickering over. Black America, women, we all need to come together and we need to join one another. The Jim Crow syndrome has really, really, really torn us apart. Now that we have the history, now that we
show the names of women who died fighting to make sure our people do not leave the shores of Africa, those
Yes.
who were killed. Now this is the true story.
This is the truth. This is what we've been looking for. This is what we've been wanting. This is what we want. We want the truth. We don't want the lies that we've been told. It's the truth that needs to come out now. The truth needs to surface. That's why I'm here. I'm here because God wants me to give you all the truth and not the lies. God wants the truth.
You want to come to
This is our women. This depicts when the story gets to the women of the poor on the other side, the other side. So they now already get into their kingdom. This was their
front, yeah.
Come and also join their women front.
Right. You know how we have the underground train in America during
Underground
slavery?
railroad.
So to send information, and that's why we sing the Negro spiritual. So down by the riverside to send stories when you sing a song so that the colonizers, the slave masters will not understand.
So it was
our
a code.
language.
It was a code.
So the palm fronts were codes. The women were given to women in the market to give a code and say, on a certain day we're going to revolt.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the palm fronts, you don't understand what they're talking about, but they were carrying out a message. And again, just to preserve our posterity, just to keep our families together, just to fight even the indignity of slavery, of taking our people away. Now, this is the true story.
Yes.
This is the true story. Did you
Painted in black. Black. Now we're together.
So we can have this interpreted. No one wants the truth to be told.
And
America
I
is
think another
afraid.
thing was that they wanted the women, they invited the women to come so that to the district office so they can have a conversation.
Yeah.
So the women had the palm from it also signifies victory. So that was another deceit. The folks are constantly deceiving.
Yes.
And so when they went thinking it's a victory talk that they were going for, I understand about this.
See? Just trickery and conniving and sneaky. You
So
see?
they're going happily knowing
This is the
that,
museum.
believing that they were going to talk victory talk.
But
Then-
instead, it was a
It
setup.
was a set. You know the right language.
It was a setup.
It was a setup to kill them.
Because they couldn't get us if they don't set us up.
That's right. They could not control the women. Now they wanted to kill them.
This is in the olden days. When they call it Adam Biko.
Right.
There's that tradition that was done when you are up to the age of this thing.
Right.
They will get into the fasting room and with you. This is a culture. This one depicts the culture. That's about time. Also, culture.
Now, Black America, isn't this how we look now? The only difference is we're more sluttier. We're more sluttier. We don't have any dignity. We don't have any moral about it. That's not who we are. That's not who we are.
This one is showing one of the questions, the hand cards that they went. This is maths. It was part of the job done by our women at that time to earn a living.
Did you hear what he said? Earn a living. We need to break the generational curse of letting the government be our new man,
Thank you.
paying our rent, giving us food money, giving us. We need to break the generational dependency curse, Black America. This is women.
Generational dependence.
Yeah.
So he
This
talks
is the
about
curse.
earn a living. Walking
Yeah.
with our hands to
That's who we
earn
are.
a living. That's who we are.
That's who we are. We don't sit around and wait for someone to take care of us. We take care of everybody.
That's right.
That's who we are.
These are the slaves. These are the slaves, and that's the slave masters. They gone marching them to. This is the bishop, no return.
Okay. That's the
Marching them,
sheep
yeah,
there.
marching them there. That's the sheep there. Right
Okay.
there.
Oh, see? Where they come. Making sure we don't escape. So now the river where we were,
Yeah.
the water, what water is that? Because that's not quite the ocean.
I know it's not a river, it's a river. Igbo river.
Oh, that's
That's
it.
how we called it. And it was that time it was navigated. It was ships used to handle it. It
Do you
was
see?
1945 political area of Okara.
See?
And they grounded ship another day.
This is Nigeria.
So they come and said,
Do you know what they say about Nigeria? It's all a lie. It's not true. This is 400 years old. This is our culture. This is what we did before we got married. Before we got married, there was tradition. There was culture. We didn't just sleep with everybody and anybody. Black America, that's not who we are. That's not who we are. We had a dance that we would do before we got married, before we were married off. We didn't have to beg a man to marry us. No, we didn't. My God. I got that one.
Why should you tell us that? Very possible. What you see here is called.
Okay, I can't get in there.
That is writing to people. Before they came, you know how to write. Wow, this is because
Professor, you gotta hear this.
Okay.
this is called speak. The writings of our people.
You can recognize some of
Communicate.
them.
Yes.
You can recognize some of those signs. That's how we used to
To write, to communicate, yes. To record events to tell somebody this is what is whatever in terms of like write English language or French language. This is our own writings.
So you see, we
Not
had
by
our own
own
language.
But why was it not very common? Because it was custodied by the institutions of EPE or EPO. You know, if you come into my territory, how do I know you are a foe? You are,
Or your friend.
yes. If you could understand this, when I stood on the floor, it means you are one of us.
Okay, so we were like a code language.
Yes. But we knew how to read and write. This is our own writing.
So
See,
those were done before. Yeah. Thank you so much. Very important.
So did you hear-
Civilization.
Yes.
We had it
We had it
before
before
the
they came.
colonial
Yes.
masters came.
Did you hear what he said? Read and write. But we could read and write because it pertained to us. Today, what they're teaching doesn't pertain to us. It's not our fault.
Our culture.
It's not our fault. It's not our fault.
The typical African family. The husband, the wife,
The
Yeah.
night,
Shanta, in the night.
give a story.
Giving folktale stories,
Cocktails.
you know.
Oh,
I used to
my
say
grandpa
that,
used to
yes.
do that a lot.
See? Family orientation. That's who we are.
Right. Why would he want to sell any of this out
Exactly.
that is sitting there and wanting to hear? This is who we are. The family oriented. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
glad we have this picture here.
Yes, this is the true Black Americans that has lost our everything. We've been stripped of everything. Well, I'm going to make sure that you all know the truth. This is the truth. The storytelling came from us. It was not created by white America, people. It wasn't. They don't have stories to tell, especially to us.
This is the local processing of palm oil that we use for oil to cook. The ancients ways they were processing palm fruit. They are coming in. Extract oil.
Do you see?
And that's the pistol.
Yeah.
They didn't have a gun, but that's the pistol they used to drive the white men away. I saw in the other picture how the woman used to hit him with a gun as the drug is trying.
So as you see, we even had a special diet. The diet that we have now is not our diet. It's not our original diet.
Obesity and
It's not our original diet. We had our own diet. We made our own food.
This depicts the twins, the killing of twins and the mother. That was practiced that time.
So you see,
So that picture, actually Mary Slessor was the one that came in, the white woman that stopped this, the killing of twins and the mother.
you see,
That is not their crime. That is God's given gifts. That
Yes.
we cherish them.
you see,
That's the picture. They take.
we were the only race that could have twins. It was common for us. We had two. Look at this. But they was killing us. They was killing the twins. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Which is why we rarely have twins now. This is the house that I was on the inside of. This is the way it looked before the maintenance was lost. There was no reason to keep it up because of the purpose. What purpose would you keep it? This is us.
This is why we just returned. Bishop now returned.
This is the bridge that we were on. This is the way it looked before. For today,
Yeah, the bishop now returned that we went. This is the first point that we
this
got.
is it. This is the bridge. This is how it looked. But now, this is what happened.
And you get the picture.
Yes,
Get it.
yes, yes. Yes. Let me take a picture of this one. Some of it I want to read.
Are we done?
Yes.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes.
Yes, please. Please, we are going. Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
This one, the thing now, this one, the channel.